Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where this time we're going to be doing a character review and discussion of Asajj Ventress. I do believe this character is a favorite for many from the prequel era and just one of the coolest characters that's ever been designed in the expanded universe in my opinion. Um, she was brought into canon and given a prominent role when the Clone Wars animated series came out, but that's not where she originated. She originated from the 2002 Gennady Tarkovsky animated Clone Wars series, the 2D one, which one of my favorite pieces of Star Wars content ever, by the way. Um, and man, her design was just so cool. The dual red lightsabers, just the soulless eyes, and this pursuit of wanting to be a Sith, and literally having Count Dooku basically knock her down a notch and say, "Yeah, you're not a Sith. You can train in these ways and you can be an assassin, but you're a long ways from being a Sith." And I think that would inform a lot of her character decisions in the future. Asajj Ventress was one of those characters that kind of stagnated in development for a while because she was basically a recurring villain and just kind of showed up here and there to give Anakin and Obi-Wan someone to fight. Um, Even her dynamic with Ahsoka kind of became like a little assassin rivalry type of thing, but towards the end of the Clone Wars, she did start receiving a lot of development. I think I'm not the biggest fan all the time of every bad guy needs to be redeemed, but I do think her story was done well. The Dark Disciple books really kind of dive into her headspace, and once you get into her relationship with Quinlan Voss and her desire to kind of, strike back against the Separatist Party and the dark powers in charge at that time, I think her goal was noble. I think the comics kind of did a good job too of just showing the value of the Separatists having basically just a dark side assassin that they could just dispatch at will to help them win conflicts, and her ongoing battles with Anakin Skywalker were like I said, some of the best Star Wars content we've gotten. Some of those scenes are iconic, not just from the comics, but from that original Clone Wars series, and the new series had some good moments with her as well too. Um, think she has a story that is not yet finished. Little confusing why they brought her back in the Bad Batch when Dark Disciple was meant to be her, her death and the end of her character's journey. But it is what it is, and I do hope they don't waste the opportunity they have. If they found a way to bring the character back, I do hope they have plans for the character, and I do hope at some point we do get a true resolution to her story. Sometimes I think we get caught in this loop of just bringing characters back for cameos, or oh look, it's so and so, but realistically, like, there's got to be a purpose behind it. If a character already has a perfect ending, you shouldn't be bringing them back unless you have greater plans for that character. So, all right, I'm gonna go 8.1 out of 10 for Asajj Ventress. One of my favorite characters from the Clone Wars. Just an iconic design. I think, she really balanced out, giving the Separatists a kind of a more menacing edge in the Clone Wars. I think Grievous served that purpose as well, but even in the newer Clone Wars animated series, I think they did a good job, and I'm glad they did not leave that character in the expanded universe, and they decided to do something with her. So, 8.1 out of 10. That's all I got for you this time. I appreciate you listening to the video, watching the video, and as always, may the Force be with you. Now let's blow up that like button and go home.